So this is section 1.2. This is number 49. We wanted to graph this, and I kind of worked it out just to save a little time. But I'll go through it. In other words, we want to graph f of x equals negative the absolute value of 3 minus x plus 2. Well, this is the absolute value, but usually we want x minus something so we can check the horizontal shift. But it's interesting the way this absolute value works out, because what you could do is you could just factor out a negative sign and you would have negative x minus 3. The plus 2 stays the same. Now this is the same thing because that's negative x plus 3 minus x, so that's the same. But then we can use the product property of absolute values and say this is the same thing as the absolute value of negative 1 times the absolute value of x minus 3. That's the same thing. But what's the absolute value of negative 1? Just 1, so basically it's the same thing. So you can reverse these under the absolute value and you have it in your nice set. So now you realize that we have, it's not going to be a v because it's going to be flipped, so it's going to be like an a, and it's going to be shifted 3 to the right and up 2. So we want to graph it. We're going to go 3 to the right and up 2, and that's going to give me the point, and then it's just going to be an a, like this. And then over here the other direction. And there's your graph. So you take your ruler. And not really in the middle of this, so we go like that. And the domain, well, it's going to be all real numbers, so the domain would be, oops, sorry, you can see that, right? So the domain would be all real numbers, negative infinity to infinity. And the range, well, it looks like it's going to be 2 or smaller, so that would be negative infinity all the way up to 2 and including 2. So there you go for 49. Okay, negative infinity to 2 and all real numbers. So that's not too bad. Okay.